No, yeah, Kaito, we got into this really big fight one time, and he was like, "You stole my dream. I wanted to be the streamer. You didn't even want to be a streamer. You were just being competitive." And it's true. I was just being competitive. We were very competitive at one point with each other. Which also caused a lot of fights and hurt feelings, but yeah, he was like, "You stole it." And he tried to make me feel guilty about it, but I'm like, shoot, man, I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to do this with you. I didn't ask for all this. It's not my fault, you know? He was the reason I even wanted to
Aaron's
stream.
Blaze 99¢. I feel like things will definitely be different now, but in a good way. And
Yeah.
maybe now that you have to hide it, you'll feel more comfortable streaming with him.
I
But
think
overall,
so
I'm
too.
very happy for you, and I'm glad you told us.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm just glad to get this finally off my chest, knowing that I'm just not going to be able to make that content like I wanted to. And like I said, this feels a lot more freeing. And even though I'm still it's really bittersweet still, because it's just, I feel like it's a death of a dream still, because I did have the dream of Kiori having this fun lore and content in a book, and it was my dream. And I wanted to surprise you all with something really big, and it ended up being this because I just couldn't do it anymore. And like I said, I still can't help but feel like I failed, but you deserved a lot more than this. At least a video at the very least, or just a big reveal. And so it's okay. Think about it this way. Now you can have him bring you snacks during stream without fear of hearing him. There is times I was playing horror games and he brought something to my room so I could eat, and I screamed because of him. There was a few times that happened, and I just had to be like, "Sorry, I saw something." Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, there was times where I screamed out of nowhere, and it was because he brought me something, and I didn't know how. I was like, "What the frick?" Like, he secretly was like bringing food to me. And then there was times where when me and Kaito were dating, and he was living with his roommate, and I would come over to his apartment, and I would secretly put something on his desk, and he would also scream and freak out. And that was back a long time ago, but yeah, there was times I would do that. I would just come over. Kaito actually moved to Chicagoland years ago. So we met at a convention, but we were distant for a while. I kind of thought y'all were dating so that's not a big shock. See, me and Kaito were talking about it, and we, for some reason, I was like, you know what? I think Bumpkin is onto us. And he was like, why do you think that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just getting a feeling. I think he's onto us. Ask him. Because I straight up told him this. And I was like, I think he knows. And I was like, I don't know how, but I think he does. And you do. And you did. So that's funny, because like I had an inkling that you knew, and I don't know how I knew. I just felt like I knew that you did. I had the sixth sense. Oh, I can't wait to, but from now on, all of a sudden hear a random guy screaming in the background during a stream. Oh yeah, now you're gonna hear that. Unless I'm getting annoyed and I have to turn it off. But at least now I can do full body streams without having to worry about him being caught in the mic. Because now I can just like go whatever. I can now show you my house if I wanted to. That I can actually do now. Because someone was like, wait, so now I showed you my entire room. And then I think it was Freedom. Freedom was like, now show us the rest. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, let me show you my living room. My sister actually handed us down her couches a few months ago, and they're like brand new. But she handed me down her couch because we don't get furniture. I'm telling you guys, we don't buy anything for ourselves. We don't. Everything we've ever